Okay, bonjour. Hope you're well. So this is the last part of the jobs chapter. Okay, so it's, keep up with me now and you'll be flying it if it comes up in the exam. So I suppose the next section to look at is les avantages d'un métier. So the advantages of a job. So say if you say, moi je travaille dans un supermarché, j'ai un petit boulot, I have a part-time job. Les avantages de mon métier sont. So the advantages of my job are. So you need to recognize these, especially for the listening, more so than anything. C'est bien payé. C'est bien payé. It's well paid. Okay, so payer comes from the verb payer, to pay. So that's not too bad. C'est très varié. Varié. So it's very varied. So there's loads of different things going on in the job. So c'est bien payé. C'est très varié. Ce n'est pas stressant. So that's easy. It's not stressful. C'est un travail intéressant. It's an interesting job. C'est un travail satisfaisant. It's a satisfying job. On est son propre patron. You're your own boss. So patron might be a new word for you, and I think of it coming up in another slide. Le patron is the boss. So you're your own boss. On peut aider les autres. One can help others. Et on peut voyager. One can travel. So, ce sont les avantages d'un métier. So, they're the advantages of a job. C'est bien payé. C'est très varié. Ce n'est pas stressant. C'est intéressant, satisfaisant. On est son propre patron. On peut aider les autres et on peut voyager. So, they're very, very easy. And write them into your notes. Make sure you do. Or if you have a printer, print it out and stick it into the notes. But I'd prefer that you write it in. So, if they come up in June, are sorted. Les inconvénients d'un métier, so the disadvantages of a part-time job, or of a job in general. C'est un travail dur, it's a hard job. Dur is the same as difficile, okay, so hard, difficult. C'est un travail compliqué, it's a complicated job. Le travail est ennuyeux, and I'm sure we've done that word before. Ennuyeux is boring. So le travail est ennuyeux. C'est stressant, it's stressful. On n'est pas bien payé, you're not well paid. Les heures sont longues, the hours are long. C'est fatigant, it's tiring. On commence tôt le matin, so you start early in the morning. Tôt means early. So c'est dur, it's hard. Compliqué, complicated. Ennuyeux, boring. Stressant, stressful. Ce n'est pas bien payé, it's not well paid. Les heures sont longues, the hours are too long. Fatigant, it's tiring. Et on commence trop tôt le matin. So you start too early in the morning. So again, write in these advantages and these disadvantages into your notes copies, please. To practice those, there's a really lovely listening exercise in your book, Allons-y 2. Exercise 10.3, page 321. It's absolutely so doable. I listened to it myself a few minutes ago and you're well able to get the answers in that. Please try it. I beg of you, because it really, really will benefit you. And I'll post the answers next week. Okay, next, I suppose some extra jobs vocab to add in. If somebody says, moi je ne travaille pas, je n'ai pas de travail, I have no job. So, je suis sans emploi, I'm unemployed. So, sans means without, emploi is a job, so you're without a job, you're unemployed. Par exemple, mon père est sans emploi depuis 2 mois. So, my dad is without a job, he's unemployed with 2 months. Au chômage also means unemployed. Il y a beaucoup de gens au chômage à cause du coronavirus. So there's lots of people unemployed because of the coronavirus. So the 2 key words there, sans emploi, au chômage, both mean unemployed. So if you say, moi je suis au chômage, mais je cherche du travail. I'm looking for work. You know the verb chercher, to look for, to search for. So to look for some work. Je suis au chômage et je cherche du travail. I'm unemployed and I'm looking for a job. Travailler à temps partiel, to work part-time. Ma mère travaille à temps partiel car elle a 5 enfants. So my mom works part-time because she's 5 children. Le patron is the boss. We came across that in the earlier slide. So le patron, the boss. Mon patron est très sympa. My boss is very nice. So I'd really appreciate it if you wrote that extra job vocab into your notes copies too. Next is l'argent de poche. This is very, very topical now, and it even comes up in the leaving cert as well. So l'argent de poche is pocket money. So first of all, I want you to look in the middle of the screen where it says je reçois de l'argent de poche et en échange je. So, je reçois is I receive. It comes from the verb recevoir. So, I receive some pocket money. Je reçois de l'argent de poche. Et en échange and in exchange, what do you do? So, if you're ever asked this in a written piece, oral in the Leaving Cert, anywhere, give at least 3 jobs that you do. So, most of you probably just get money from your parents anyway, and you mightn't be asked to do jobs. But if you are, je tends la pelouse. Je tends la pelouse, I mow the lawn. This is great revision of the housework vocab as well. Je passe l'aspirateur, I do the hoovering. Je fais la cuisine, I do the cooking. Je promène le chien, I walk the dog. Je range ma chambre, I tidy my room. Je fais du babysitting, I do babysitting. Je fais le repassage, I do the ironing. Je nourris le chat, I feed the cat. Je sors les poubelles, I put out the bins. So again, you'd only need about 3 of these. Now, you don't need to write in anything that's on this exact page. I'll show you more in a second. So this is key, important pocket money vocab that you must write into your notes. L'argent de poche is pocket money. L'argent on its own is money. Recevoir is to receive. Je reçois, I receive. That's the only part of the verb you'll need to know. Par semaine is per week. So you're saying how much you receive per week, or par mois, per month. En échange is in exchange. So in exchange for that money, what do you have to do at home? And then when you have your money, what do you spend it on? So dépenser is the verb to spend money. Je dépense mon argent sur des vêtements. I spend my money on clothes. Économiser is the verb to save. J'économise mon argent car je voudrais acheter un nouveau vélo. So I'm saving my money because I want to buy a new bike. You can also use the verb faire des économies to save as well. So please write this vocab into your notes copies. Now, look at this for an example. Je reçois de l'argent de poche et en échange, je fais la cuisine, je range ma chambre et je nourris le chien. So I receive pocket money and in exchange, I do the cooking, I tidy my room and I feed the dog. Je reçois 20 euros par semaine, I receive 20 euros per week. Je dépense mon argent de poche sur des vêtements et du maquillage. I spend my pocket money on clothes and on makeup. J'économise aussi mon argent car je voudrais acheter un nouveau portable. I also save my money because I want to buy a new phone. So what I want you to do is something very similar to this page, but in your notes I want you to write out what you do in exchange for your pocket money. So you pick any 3 jobs. It doesn't have to be the 3 I have up here. You can go to the previous slide and pick them from that. You say how much money you receive per week or per month, what you spend your pocket money on, and what do you save if you save. Brilliant. Okay, write that down as well. This could be asked in a form in the written section. Okay, bear with me, we're doing brilliant. So once you've written in your pocket money vocab and you've practiced your pocket money sentences on yourself, there's a brilliant listening exercise on page 326 on 2 people about how much money they receive, what they have to do to get the money, and what do they spend it on. You're well able to do this. I had to listen to it earlier. It's very doable. There is a reading comprehension, exercise 16 on page 327. This is totally optional if you have time to do it. Brilliant. There's 12 questions. Answer them in English. I will post up the answers next week. Okay. Next, this is only something very small I just want to look at. Le stage de travail. Stage is a word you need to know for your reading comprehensions. Stage, un stage is a work experience. Un stage de travail. Okay. So I want you to add that word into your vocab. That would be brilliant as well. Now, for those of you that think you're able for it, again, it's totally optional. This is a letter from Victor. He's writing to his friend Aaron, and he talks about the work experience that he did. There are 8 questions in French. If you think you're able for it, try them and answer in French. Use your dictionaries. Don't worry about making mistakes. We all do. We all make mistakes in our French. It's fine. That's the only way we're going to improve. Again, totally optional. If you really want to just challenge yourself, it would be a brilliant one to do because some comprehension questions are asked in French in the real exam. Okay? An absolutely brilliant listening, I should say, piece. Exercise 10.5, page 329. Very, very doable if you can do it. Fair play to you. If you can't, it's fine. I'll post up answers next week. Another excellent listening piece. On actually part-time jobs, des petits boulots on page 330. Okay, so again, if you can try it, if you have the time, superb, easy listening piece. Okay, And just to go through these with you, you do not have to do this worksheet. This is talking about les avantages et les inconvénients des petits boulots. So advantages, disadvantages of part-time jobs. So je deviens plus indépendant. I become more independent. That's clearly an advantage. C'est difficile d'étudier et de travailler en même temps. It's difficult to study and to work at the same time. So donc c'est un inconvénient. It's a disadvantage. Je gagne de l'argent. I earn money. That's clearly an advantage. Je n'ai pas le temps de faire du sport. So I don't have time to do sport. Disadvantage. J'acquiers de l'expérience dans le monde du travail. Advantage. I'm earning experience in the world of work. Je suis fatigué. I'm tired. Disadvantage. Je peux acheter des choses moi-même. I can buy things for myself. Advantage. Je fais des économies. I'm saving. So advantage. Je fais de nouvelles rencontres. I'm meeting new people, basically. Advantage. Et je dois travailler le week-end quand mes amis sortent. So I have to work at the weekend when my friends are going out. So that's a disadvantage. So I didn't want you to do this exercise, but I would love that you kind of go through it with me now. Okay? And I think finally this finishes it up. Les grèves en France. It's really, really important that you know that word. Les grèves means strikes. Singular, it's une grève. It's a feminine word. Please, please, please add this into your vocab. Strikes are a huge thing in France. Like I said to you before, it's like their national pastime, it's their hobby. They will strike every year and a couple of times. The airline pilots, it could be the health workers, it could be the bin men, for God's sake, they just love their striking. So you do need to be aware of that word. You do not need to do the questions underneath this. So just write in une grève, a strike, into your notes copies, please.